Hello everybody, I am Raw Toast and welcome back to another episode of Heavy Rain. Last episode we found out Gordy is not the killer, so that's certainly good. Okay, now we are playing once again as Madison.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book.
Alrighty then.
Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, lady. Yes, and also in the last episode we ran away from the cops as Ethan, and that was intense. My goodness, they are hot on the trail. Wonder how they found out that I was staying at the motel. Alright, number 19.
Room 19. Where is that?
Why would you... No. There we go. Okay,
Only a few hours left before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time.
Shoot, we've only got a few hours left. That's right,
John
he needs to get to
Shepard
6
died
inches.
30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle.
19, that was 18, so it should be the next one, right? Did I walk past it by mistake, or is it down here? I walked past it by mistake. Wait a second. What's this? Alright, so I did walk past it. Whoopsies. 19, right there. Nice.
Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
Introduce myself.
I
Oh,
came
no,
to
no!
talk about your son, Mrs. Shepard.
That was the wrong one.
My son? I have no son.
Oh, yes, you do.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? Oh, I have no other son. I never had any children.
Alzheimer's is not good.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
John.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
I'm sorry to hear that, love, but we need to find him quickly.
Mrs. Shepard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
I'm not a new nurse. I'm very sorry.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Do I need to go get her pills or something?
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
So what am I supposed to do now? What's this? Am I gonna make some origami? That was a quick crane.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
Well, I'm doing my best. I'm sorry. Oh. Wait. Look at the thing! How about the hummingbird? Please tell me this is the right one. I don't want to have to keep doing origami.
I love origami,
Oh my Jesus.
but that's not my favorite one.
What is your favorite one? Could you tell me, please? That'd be super. Just get so frustrated. I feel like there's going to be a clue. Stop moving. I feel like there's going to be a clue to tell me which one's the favorite one. Maybe not. Was there more? Or was there one before the crane? No. Alright, let's try the dog this time, I suppose. I've got a 1 in 2 chance of
Oh,
getting
you
this
know
right.
how to do these little dogs
Oh,
too.
yes, thank you.
My children loved origami.
Oh!
I taught them how to do it.
Those
Joe
little
loved the
dog
little
ones.
dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Maybe that's the other son's name.
Alright, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here.
Alright. I feel like that could be maybe an oversight. Let's just have a... Is there anything else? What's this?
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny.
Damn it. Alright, we were so close to that. Do I get anything from sitting here, maybe? On the off chance? Nope. Okay. She generally doesn't remember the other son's
It'd take
name.
days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then.
You look great. Cool, alright. I'm gonna try and talk. Is there a prompt where I can talk to her again? Flowers. That's why I could look at the flowers earlier. Here's a picture of them.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them. Always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
What's in the bottom drawer? Okay, I know what the jug of water's for and why we could look at the flowers before. We'll get her some flowers.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Let's go get some flowers then. Let's see if we can make this quick. We don't have much time to save Sean. Alright, they were just over here.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Visits.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years and you're the first.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking for her other son. He was adopted. I mean, he's probably changed his name. Is there any official documentation on Mrs. Shepherd?
No, there's nothing really. Nothing about her family. I guess if her son was adopted, then she's the only one who could tell you about that. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
There are the flowers over there. Cool. Alright, we'll grab the flowers and go from there.
She said she loved flowers. But what kind?
Let's hope these are the right kind. They're the only flowers I've seen.
Show her things that take her back. Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember.
19, here we go.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
What? No.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
The only thing I can think of is that, like, to cause such a rise out of mass like that was it Ethan? The last letters, 961 Rainbow Lane, Friday, 6:24 p.m., 5.115 inches. What is this place? What are you thinking?
The last origami figure. The last trial.
Hopefully we succeed in this trial and then get the letters for the address. We've already missed 2 of them.
The last origami figure. The last trial.
My goodness. It's a very white room.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the vial or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Drink it. Right now. We need to save him. Bottoms up, my dude. Let's save him.
The last letters have been sent to your phone.
I don't think I have enough to decipher the address. That would be Roosevelt. What can I do?
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
Hopefully that was enough.
I'm nowhere and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this!
Shit, I don't know. Seagulls? He's near the water. He's definitely near the water. What?
Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all.
I heard a boat and seagulls. Yeah, it's definitely seagulls. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one.
I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
Yep, no, I'm positive. I definitely heard like a tugboat sound and seagulls, and that dress there was right along the river. That's got to be the one. Friday, 6:30 p.m. 5.272 inches.
I've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole!
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
Shit, we're going through withdrawals again? Didn't give me the option there.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you-know-what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
I agree. Okay, what do we got? Clues. We'll need to reanalyze everything. Alright, analyze. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Alright.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Oh. I'm gonna analyze this then. Play. I don't see anything that could be helpful. Wait a second. Hold up. Did I analyze it? No, I didn't. I just played it. Analyze. Interesting. Why the sword? Why is that important? I don't know. I don't know why that's important. Didn't even say anything.
The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history.
Well, I imagine we could probably check the serial number and go from there. If it still has one, that is. It's got one.
Impounded in a police case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
Geoanalysis? Will I get anything out of that? No. Still better check though, just in case, always. Am I missing a clue? There's a question. 2
receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home.
Alright, what do we got out of this?
Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere.
No harm in checking though.
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
It's much better than what we had before when we were saying it was going to be like 10,000 people. Alright, what about the origami figure of the dog? Next thing, the orchid. Will probably give me nothing again, but it's worth a check. Yep, that's the exact same as it was before. What's this question mark?
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Maybe. Investigate further. Well, I may as well check this. I don't know what it's going to give me.
A cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Oh my god, I think we may have just solved it. Is it really Blake?
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks. Call the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
Okay, so they found Ethan and probably going to the docks. Alright, so we need to shake a leg and get there ASAP. Wait, we're playing as a kid again.
Hang on, John! I'll get help! Just hang on! Go on, hurry! I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying! I'll be right back!
Okay, we need to find some help. Maybe we should go back to our dad? Something shit, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. He seemed like the only adult nearby. Come on, kid, you gotta run, you gotta run. Oh my goodness. Even though I know for a fact I can't save the kid, this is still a very tense scene. Wait, we need your help right now.
Dad, it's John! He fell into a fight! He's
Get out of
drowning!
here, you little pest! Leave me
You gotta
alone!
come, Dad! Come on, John's gonna die! John's gonna
Well,
die!
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go away!
Please, Dad, I'm begging you! John's gonna die! John's gonna
What did
die,
I tell
Dad!
ya? Scram!
Please, Dad! You've got to save John! I tried,
Fucking
John.
hell.
I really tried. But he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please. Don't forget about this guy.
Scott? The only person that we've interacted with so far has been named, like, that's named Scott, is Scott Shelby here, but he isn't the killer. Is he? What am I doing? Why am I burning this? Why am I burning all this evidence? What? No. Holy shit. It was right under our nose the whole time. But why would he be investigating? I refuse to believe he's the Origami Killer. I refuse to believe until there's been 100% proof on this. I think it's still conjecture, even with all this being said. I'm not convinced he is the Origami Killer, like how I wasn't convinced that Gordy was the killer. There's something more happening. Friday, 6:36 PM, 5.644 inches. Alright everyone, well this is where I'm going to end the episode here. We're getting very, very, very close to the end of this story. I think we max probably have one episode after this, honestly. Maybe two, but I'm going to try and make it into one. Still, thank you all so much for joining me on another episode of Heavy Rain. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and please, have a lovely day.